I'm Jay Taylor. I'm the author of a newsletter called Jay Taylor's Gold, Energy, and Tech Stocks. I'm also the host of a radio show called Turning Hard Times into Good Times. It airs every Tuesday at 3 o'clock Eastern Time on the Voice America Business Channel. I'm here in Vancouver at the Metals Investor Forum. It is May 2019, and I'm happy to be here with Norman Champigny. He's the CEO of Quebec Precious Metals. It's a company I've heard about, something about. Haven't had the time to explore it and learn to know more about it, but I'm interested in knowing. I've heard some things that make me interested, so thanks for joining me.
It's a pleasure to join you and tell you more about the company.
All right, so where are your project? You're in Quebec.
We're in Quebec, which is a great province to be in, well known for mining successes.
Yeah.
It's a new company. It was created last year with the support of what is now Newmont Goldcorp to find the next gold mine near their Eleanor mine in a region which is the new ABTB of Quebec called James Bay. And to do that, we have a flagship project which already has 25,000 meters of drilling. And we want to get that project to the 2 million ounce level. If you do back of the envelope calculation today, you probably come up around 1.5, and we'll do that in the next 12 months. Our goal is to sell that to a major gold player, could be Newmont Goldcorp. We've got very good shareholders. Newmont Goldcorp is 14%. The largest pension fund in the province of Quebec is 10%. We have management and related parties 16%, another Quebec fund 3%. So over 40% of the shares are controlled by 5 organizations, and we only have 45 million shares outstanding. And we have money in the bank. And the team is excellent.
So can you give us a sense of what you mentioned that you might have 1.5 million ounces more or less if you did the calculations now. Can you give us a sense of what the average grade would be, and also is it a near surface?
This is near surface. BTB is a new area, new frontier. So there's gold on surface that continues to be found. So it goes from surface to 500 meter deep, 800 meter long. Thicknesses ranging from 10 to 30 meters. Grades that would vary from 2 to 5, 6 grams. That's the range we have. We have engaged people to help us in the modeling of this. The technical information is available, it's public. And we also have engaged another firm to help us do the estimate when it is the time to do it, but they'll be ready to do it. And our plan is to do that late this year, early next year.
So I understand that Goldcorp, which is now Newmont, spent a lot of money to put its Eleanor into production, and it can see the end of its mine life. I think something like 7 years left, perhaps.
That's correct.
So Goldcorp, Newmont is a shareholder. They're obviously looking at you with some anticipation, possibly of buying you out at some point, or some arrangement where they would be able to process through that fixed cost facility, the milling facility they have. So how far are you away from the Eleanor?
We're 90 kilometers, 55 miles, and we have good road access. There's a paved road, there's hydropower in the entire area. Newmont Goldcorp has spent 2.4 billion Canadian to build the infrastructure in the mine. The mill runs at 7,000 tons per day. It can run at 7,000 tons per day, typically runs now at 57, so it's hungry. So they need more deposits or more standalone operations. They've developed an expertise in the area and they want to take advantage of the potential of the area. As part of the transaction to create the company, a technical committee has been created, which includes the Director of Canadian Exploration, to bring the best knowledge and the in-house resources that they have to better assess the potential. Do a very good design of the future exploration programs, which will continue as the summer and the fall arrives this year.
So I would imagine if you're 55 miles away, there's obviously it will be factored into the economics. There might, I mean, this is speculating on my part, I'm wondering if there might be some sort of a concentration plant that might be built there that would be able to haul up some high-grade material up to the mill.
It's a potential scenario, depending on the difference in grade and the possibility to sort
Yeah.
So, but that's something that this project and other project could look at as a scenario, and Newmont Gold Corp is well aware of that.
So did I hear you say that they have excess capacity there now?
They do.
They do. So you don't necessarily have to wait 7 years for them to be interested in your in your project.
No, but as we know, by the time you go from a resource or very good drilling results to actually have something up and running, it takes a few years.
It does take a few. We know that very well. So can you give us a sense of what the target, the scale of what you're looking at? Do you have a sense of how large your drill targets are? What scope?
It's one main horizon plus a smaller horizon, and these two horizons combined today are about 1.5 million. But our goal is to get to at least 2 million to justify an initial investment large enough for a major gold company to mine that. And we also have tested other areas about 6 miles away from where we are, and we got good surface results in drilling, and we're going to do some more drilling there because we always want to keep upside potential in areas where possibly we can find higher grade material. And that occurs along a contact, which is the same type of contact they have at Illinois mine of about 15 miles, and we're just scratching the surface.
Sure, yeah. Well, I'm wondering when we might see some drill results.
Very soon, and then we'll design the summer program. We finished the winter program.
After you analyze your phase 1 or whatever.
Exactly, and then we're going to sit down with the technical committee of Newmont Gold Corp to do a rigorous examination of all the results and then agree on a program which will be then starting. There are 2 drills on site that have been there all the time, and they're ready to go when we tell them to go.
So you very much have their input already in terms of the technical side of things.
We're going to get more input.
Yeah.
It's the first time we're going to get the Newmont input as opposed to the Gold Corp input.
Yeah. Newmont a little deeper, more.
Yes. There's a lot more in-house resources, research capabilities, a lot of expertise as the largest gold mining company in the world. This is really an A-plus partner.
Yeah, and so it's a big plus for you then, I take it, the merger between the two. So you have plenty of money right now. I don't know if there's ever enough in this business, but we
have 2 million hard cash. We also get a tax credit in Quebec for every dollar you spend, about 40%. On top of that, we inherited a number of what we call non-core assets. We had a press release a few days ago describing what those are. We're selling them.
Can we monetize those?
Monetize, we figure between 1 and 3 million.
Oh, that's good.
From that.
And these are relatively shallow targets that you're looking at, so you can do a lot of drilling with that?
Well, we're going to be drilling from, let's say, surface to up to 500 meters.
Oh, so some real deep stuff.
Meters,
obviously, the big guys are looking for the big deposits, and even in a place like that, they're not sitting right on top.
Yeah, we want to show that there's depth potential as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why you drill
and
about 500.
What's the deepest hole you've drilled?
600.
600, okay.
Yeah.
So very good. Well, I think that it's really a story worth watching. I'm going to pay a little more attention to it as if I can find the time to do it, and it sounds like maybe I should find the time to do it. So I want to thank you very much for taking the time to chat with me.
It's been a pleasure chatting with you, and welcome any questions that you may have.
Thank you very much.